Okay, so today we are going to be working on our next section of vocab. So I wrote this section's vocab in red. Sorry, my voice is kind of like a frog voice this morning. Haven't talked much, I guess. So all of the red ones are from this chapter. So really the black ones should already be written, and the red ones we're going to be writing in now. So the first one we have is additive inverse, and it's on page 9 of your notes. And it means to add the opposite of a number in order to get 0. So we do this every Tuesday when we solve equations on our bell work. If you have 8 minus 2x equals 4, we always do our railroad tracks, circle the variable, and then you subtract this number over. And this minus 8 is because this one will give you a 0. We call it zeroing out. And you're using what is called an additive inverse. It's the opposite of the number. So if it was 8, it'd be negative 8. And it's so you can zero out. Okay? The next one is cubed. Cubed is on page 8 of your notes, and it's a number to the 3rd power. So it's a cubed root. Okay, so for example, it'd be 4 to the 3rd power, which is the same as 4 times 4 times 4. And so it's just cubed. You may have seen that last year, but this year you'll actually get to work with it. Okay, the next one's a few pages over. It's perfect square. In a perfect square, this chapter we're going to be working with squared roots. And a perfect square is when the product of a number times itself. So for example, a square root of 25 would be 5 times 5. The product needs to multiply, remember? So the product of a number times itself. Now, I guess technically product means answer. You have square root and squared. Squared. Oh, you couldn't even see it. There you go. Okay, square root is, both of these are on page 8. And a square root is a number when multiplied by itself gives you the number under the square root sign. So for example, 36 is 6 times 6. The reason a square root and a perfect square are on here is because a square root isn't always going to be a whole number. It might be like 2.4 times 2.4. That's a square root, could be anything. A perfect square will always be a number times itself. Okay, this one is square or squared. And it's a number raised to the 2nd power. So cubed was raised to the 3rd, squared is raised to the 2nd. So if you had a number, let's say x squared, okay, that would equal x times x. A number times itself. Okay, and I actually think that's it. So your vocab was pretty short today, huh? This chapter's pretty easy for this